Nick Wilson with Dan Brownlie after a 1-0 win away at Poole. And Dan, it's another one of those gritty, battling victories, but you're starting to tick them off now.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the last time we've had a 1-0 Basingstoke win. I think that off the top of my head, it's probably Northwood last year. Like that, I think that was the last time. But yeah, gritty is the name on the day. I think first half we created some really nice moments. A lot of them counter attack, and we soaked up the pressure, and we created some really good moments, albeit goals came from a set piece. And yeah, it was a really, really gritty performance. Like you say, that's a great word. Second half, don't get me wrong, we rode our luck at times. But as I said to the boys in there, when you work hard, you earn a bit of luck, and part of that luck is you're close enough to the man to allow his shot to go over. Like they'll be disappointed with the fact that they've missed a few chances, but albeit we're close enough to feel like we're contributing to that. So to a man, absolutely brilliant, some fantastic performances, and a really, really good gritty team performance.
Did you expect to spend quite so much of that second half backs to the wall as it ended up being?
Yes and no. Yes, because they're a good side. Matt, the manager, will no doubt hate me saying this, but the fact I think that's now their 5th loss on the bounce. How? I've got no idea. They're a fantastic side with great players, experience. They move the ball really well. You can see the little patterns that they've got, even from like throw-ins. They work the ball really well. And like I said, we have rode our luck a little bit at times, but I also thought we were worthy, because of our first half performance, of allowing ourselves to be the dig-in team and contribute. But I mean, the second half performance, the conditions, trying to get out down that end of the pitch, it's difficult. You know, it's if the game was being played right now, I don't think it would start. And the wind and the rain blowing in that direction, it's difficult to get out. But we effectively tried. It was the lesser of the evils. I turned to Aaron maybe 20 minutes into the second half and said, we've got to change something here, because it's like we're waiting for a goal to go in. But the way they were playing, it was very difficult to deal with, because if you move one piece of the puzzle, something else would break down. So it was a bit of a chess match. We decided that we concede wide areas and invite crosses, because we thought that was the lesser of the evil, and we believed that Billy and Shane and Jim and Curtis would deal with the balls in the box, which they did brilliantly. So very, very pleased in that sense.
The debut for Curtis Angel there, you must be really pleased with what you saw from him.
Terrific. I mean, the first pass he's put into Brad was an absolute touch of genius. He was resolute, he was dogged, he talks brilliantly. A very, very, very good signing and a fantastic debut. He's a great character. We're really pleased to get him in. It's the first time I've worked with Curtis, and he's someone that's kind of escaped me over the years, I have to be honest. He was at Hunger for a long time, at Thatcham for a long time, but he's not someone that I've ever really come across in terms of playing up against, really. But my God, what an addition he'll be. So yeah, very, very pleased with him. Obviously Shamar coming on in the closing moments as well. He'll be a great addition, and we're going to need him, because obviously injuries, as always, has not been great. But yeah, particularly Curtis, I think today, I think it'd be good value for man of the match.
That's 4 wins from 5 now. If there were concerns about the bottom end of the table creeping up at the start of new year, have those concerns gone away?
Yes and no. I mean, the yes and no answer is more that we try and not concern ourselves with it. Obviously, we had to think about the way we go about games, because if you, like Poole as an example, they're clearly going through a transition period, but they ain't going to get relegated. So it's one of those situations where they have the time to implement a style of play, and clearly you can see it, and eventually it will click and it will work. Us, on the other hand, there were periods kind of 4 or 5 weeks ago where we're going, okay, we need to find a structured way to win. It might not be the way we want to play in the future, but we need to find a structured way to win. And I think we've done that. We've given ourselves a bit of breathing space, obviously on the home straight now in terms of points. But as I said to the boys all along, obviously the narration with the interviews is we're absolutely in the conversation, and I'm not denying the fact that we're still out of it, because we're clearly not. But we're more bothered about chasing what's ahead of us, because I think that's more, it suits the narrative in the change room. Like, it's a far more, the boys feed off positivity. That's led by the captain, that's led by Akko. So we're more concerned about chasing the pack that's in front of us than we are worried about what's behind us. But so far that has stand us in good stead. But yeah, 4 wins out of 5. That's at any level it's good, but particularly in this league, it's a tough league. So yeah, we're really pleased.
Thank you very much, Dan. Cheers.
Thank you.